I am not my nephew's second parent, so why am I the one raising him while my sister lives her best life? I love that little boy, but last week I finally said no, and now my entire family thinks I'm a monster. My sister is 22, and her baby's father vanished before she was even 6 months pregnant. It was a nightmare. When she gave birth, I was the one holding her hand in the hospital. I slept in those miserable plastic chairs and cried when my nephew was born. I stepped up because she was drowning in postpartum depression. I was there at 2 a.m. when she called sobbing because the baby wouldn't stop screaming. I'd drive over half asleep just so she could shower or close her eyes for 60 minutes, but somewhere along the way, the dynamic shifted. It stopped being "could you please help" and turned into "I'm dropping him off." One night, after a 10-hour shift at work, my phone buzzed with a text: "On my way." He's fussy. No question. No agreement. She showed up, handed me a diaper bag, kissed him, and vanished before I could even process what was happening. I stood there, exhausted in my work clothes, holding a screaming infant while she drove off into the night. I started canceling my life for her. I missed birthdays, used my PTO because her daycare fell through, and even got a warning from my manager about my home stability. I've paid for diapers, formula, and doctor's visits that she promised to pay back, but never did. My mother's only response? "She's young, you're the big sister." Family shows up. Last Friday was the breaking point. My sister asked me to take him for the entire weekend because she needed a mental health break. I looked at her and said no. The silence was deafening. She looked at me and whispered, "Wow, now I know who I can't rely on." That broke something inside me. I told her I love him, but I am not his parent. You chose to have him. I didn't. She started hysterical crying, accusing me of abandoning her as a single mom. Now, my mother isn't speaking to me, telling me that one day I'll need help and I'll remember this moment. The worst part? When I imagine stepping back completely, I feel an overwhelming sense of relief. But then I look at my nephew, this innocent baby who didn't ask for any of this, and I feel sick. Am I the jerk for setting a boundary that might actually hurt a child I love, or am I finally just taking my life back?